Outside this morning, we are in for, well, you guessed it, more heat. Yesterday, we hit 100 in Tulsa, our second in a row. We've had 4 100-degree days so far in Tulsa. Of course, compared to last year, I know we can't compare everything all the time, right? But by this time last year, we had over 20 100-degree days in 2022. Of course, that brutal drought that we had last year. So we're not on that pace, but we're going to start adding to our 100-degree numbers for this year pretty quickly. So 58 days and counting until fall officially begins. Hopefully we'll start getting some cooler weather long before that point. We usually do, right? Doesn't mean that we have to wait that long until fall weather arrives, but that's when the official start of fall is 58 days from now. The heat dome continues to expand. And again, this is what we expect this time of year. The end of July, the first part of August, the heat dome, the upper level ridge expands, not only just dominating our portion of the country, but much of the country has that upper level ridge pushing the jet stream way, way, way up to the north. And that's where it's going to stay for the time being. So that's what's been taking these stronger storm systems up into the northern plains and into the Great Lakes. This is the rainfall amounts the next 7 days. We're seeing the blues and purples and reds. That's where the heavier rains will continue to be. Some of the Rockies, but particularly the northern plains, the Great Lakes, the northeast United States, and that upper level ridge keeps us high and dry as far as anything substantial. Now, at times there will be some sprinkles and very light showers under the upper level ridge. That's what we're seeing this morning across western Oklahoma and southern Kansas. So at times there will be slim potentials for a spotty shower too, just nothing significant over the next several days. So the heat rolls on. We're low 80s right now, but already into the mid 90s at lunchtime, back around 100 this afternoon, a steady south breeze. And once again, we'll have some of those pockets of clouds come drifting in midday and this afternoon. So if you get under a thicker cloud deck, you'd end up at like 95 or 96 instead of 100. But it's going to be hot either way for all of us. I've got Tulsa getting back to 100. And that heat advisory this afternoon, this evening, that's heat index values of 105 to 110, which have been pretty commonplace the last several days, and they will be again today. Here's that look on future view, once again showing those pockets of clouds, especially north and west of Tulsa is where those would be the most likely this afternoon. Otherwise, though, the sunny conditions continue to roll on. Tomorrow morning, once again, future view probably being a little overly optimistic on the amount of cloud cover that we're going to have, but we'll have some clouds, I think, tomorrow morning, and once again, could be a sprinkle or two under that cloud deck, but that's probably about it. And then highs tomorrow. Gee, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Back in the upper 90s or at or above 100, about 101 here in the Tulsa Metro. And then that just continues to roll right along as we head into the upcoming weekend. So for your weekend plans, because there's going to be a lot of things ongoing despite what the weather's doing, right? So here's what we're looking at. 100 today, 101 tomorrow, 102 Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, this heat wave gets a little worse before it gets better. So as we head into early next week and we dry out, the humidity decreases, but the temperatures come up. 103 Monday, 104 Tuesday. So hang in there, folks. It's going to be sweltering for a while. It's not on the 7-day. By late next week, off the 7-day, there are some signs that we could see a little bit of a weather pattern shift showing up. So that's what we're hoping for, but we got a lot of hot days to get through first.